Effort to better protect and support children placed in the foster care system who may also be victims of human trafficking. Federal law requires child welfare workers screen children who return after running away or going missing. But a report from the Office of the Inspector General found no evidence of such screenings. In a majority of cases that it's selected for review across 5 states. Stephanie Haynes joins us live to talk more about this. And I guess you actually had a conversation with a young woman, a victim of sex trafficking, who happens to be a foster youth. What did she share?
Yeah, I did, and it was an incredible conversation. She says this is far more common than you think, and so raising awareness will really help the public galvanize and look out for things, because if you think you see something that might be wrong or off, it is your duty to speak up, because otherwise that's one less step that could help some of these children get what they need.
Melanie Thompson spent most of her childhood in the foster care system.
I was trafficked here when I was 12 years old, and then I ended up getting arrested. And unfortunately, my first foster family put me back into the system of prostitution when I was 15. So the cycle kind of continued after that.
She said she left that home more than a dozen times and says her foster family never reported. And when a caseworker would drop in, she said they never probed her about it.
But all the while, I was here being trafficked and unhoused for many days or weeks at a time, and being more susceptible to traffickers because nobody on either side of my case decided to check in on me.
Melanie's story may not be uncommon. A July 2022 report found 5 states with the largest number of children in runaway status in the 2018 fiscal year. It reviewed a random sample of more than 400 case files. And according to the report, across Illinois, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, and Texas, there was no documented evidence of a screening for abuse, assault, or exploitation in 65% of the cases the OIG reviewed, even though federal law requires it.
There's not enough people in staff. There's not enough people well trained. And so this process falls through the cracks or is not conducted correctly.
News Nation reached out to the states mentioned, and some responded by sharing their improvements. A Massachusetts spokesperson said their office did not agree with the OIG's methodology for data collection. Other states not listed in the report are also being proactive. Earlier this year, the Tennessee Department of Children's Services established a unit with specialized training called the Human Trafficking Response Team.
But we are developing a training, very thorough, in-depth training, to have foster parents take to understand, to try to recognize the signs of human trafficking.
Survivors like Melanie think better training is critical because it can be tough for kids to speak out.
The majority of us don't know. I didn't know what was happening to me when it was happening to me.